they're doing. Look at like Justin Bieber, look at Kim Kardashian, Kylie Jenner. They have millions and millions of dollars and they're big name celebrities, but they have so many haters simply because people always want to put them down, or simply because something that they do is triggering a certain emotion in that person. And so, you know, at the end of the day, it's not their problem, right? It's a personal problem to that person and why they feel that way. But it's just, it saddens me because in a way I'm just like, you know, here people are trying to be the best versions of themselves, right? They're having fun with life, and maybe, you know, buying a replica bag is one thing that they can do for themselves, and, you know, dream that one day maybe they might be able to have it, and maybe they can't, and maybe this is the best closest thing that they can have. But you can't go around like hating and talking about people and shaming them for doing the things that they love and that they believe in, for their belief systems and everything about that, you know? So I just don't understand why people have to go around and just spread so much hate and so much negativity for no reason, you know? And it's just one of those things where at the end of the day, it's kind of like, do you, okay? Do what makes you happy, and don't listen to what all these other people have to be like, oh,
well, you're supporting child labor. Well, you're, you know, supporting illegal actions, and you're supporting this and that, and blah, 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 blah.
There's a lot of controversy. There is a lot of debate, and so many people always have their opinions, okay? I just want to make my statement and say this because it's one of those things where I'm just like, I don't get why you have to go online and just shame and hate on other people who are trying to just live their lives. Like, literally, I don't understand why you have to be so rude, why you have to be so mean. Like, you can keep your comments to yourself, and like, you don't have to go around spreading hate, spreading negativity for no reason just because you're unhappy in your life. Which is very interesting because a lot of these times people put down other people simply because they are so unhappy internally that they have to reflect these emotions onto other people, and that's just not right. There's no justifying their actions for any type of way, and I just don't appreciate those type of people because I've come a long way in my life, and it's not like I don't have the money to buy these items, but I would rather keep my money in my bank account than to give it to these companies who, at the end of the day, you don't even know what they're doing, okay? You don't even know whether or not they're good people, and whether or not giving into all of this consumerism economy is even good for that stuff. So I'm gonna speak my truth and not care because that's just my life. And if you don't like it, you don't have to watch my video. That's that simple. But I will say, don't go around hating on other people just because they want to be themselves. And like, if you don't support that or you don't like that, okay, cool. Hop off, move on, go to a different video, watch something else, go live your life instead of spitting and spewing hate and doing all these different nasty things. But that's just something I wanted to point out because, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and, you know, ramble on because I can go on for hours, but it was just very interesting how many people, you know, had the audacity and the tendency to just sit here and say like, well, you could block me, or you could do this, or you could say that, but at the end of the day, like, a fake is a fake, and this and that, and you're lying to yourself, and blah 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 blah. There's just so much, right? And it's just interesting because I feel like at the end of the day, people on social media, like, they are so quick to judge a person just because they're putting something out there, because we're content creators, or we're, you know, reviewers, or whoever it is that you identify yourself as. I could literally go on and on and on for this topic, but it's just so interesting to me, and I don't understand why people have to be that way. We literally live in the 21st century right now, okay, where literally people can do what they want. They can buy what they want. They can wear what they want and behave and say what they want. So at the end of the day, you are definitely entitled to your own opinions. You can say whatever it is that you want, but I just want you to know that it's probably not going to affect me in any way. And you can continue to tell me that, you know, I'm supporting these, you know, whatever, XYZ, all this stuff. Okay, cool. Let me be. Thank you very much. move on. That's all. So that was a mouthful, and people are gonna hate me, so what? Go ahead. Some people might like me. Cool, go ahead. I am not the hero in every single person's story, and I just really wanted to say and clarify that, because I feel like when, you know, like us influencers, right, people always think that they know us because we put out content or because we show this version of ourselves to these people, and they automatically think that they have this identity of who we are, as if they know who we are better than ourselves, which is just very interesting to me. But I wanted to lay that out there for the people that watch my videos that had all these negative things to say. Like, I'm gonna delete them. I'm gonna remove them. At the end of the day, I know my truth, I know what I'm doing, and yes, a fake is a fake. Maybe I do like the fact that I like to show off. I like materialistic things. Who doesn't, okay? But at the end of the day, I'm the smart one because I'm saving my money, I'm putting it away, I'm investing, literally preparing for retirement soon to come, and I am so happy in life. So I have more than enough, and I'm very well off, and I'm very grateful for that. I don't want to come off as arrogant or rude or in any way, but it's just one of those things where it just kind of irked me in the wrong way, because it's like, who are you to say these things, to try to put someone else down? It's just not right, and it's not morally civilized to even be that type of person. And I just wanted to point that out there, because I feel like so sorry for all of these other influencers who are out there doing these type of videos and trying to, you know, be happy with themselves, but then they have to go and deal with all these cyberbullyings and all these bots and all of these trolls and all these people who are just so like jealous and hatred and like, oh my god, you should be ashamed, oh my god this, oh my god, you should da 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 da. And it's like, okay, thank you, but no thank you. People try so hard to like diminish and cipher out the good energy in other people who shine so bright, or who are good vibes, good energy, or good whatever it is that they sense, and they try to like crumble their happiness or crumble their world. And it's just very interesting to me. I'm getting so off topic in this review video, but we're gonna dive right back in. So if you guys want to go onto shebag.ru and just take a look at like some of their articles that they read, they recently came out with this really cool, you know, update introduction to the Dior Tote. Just want to go ahead and kind of read through some of the really cool facts and just inform.
Receipt upon request. I'm not sure if that's like a fake receipt or what that is. It is a true mirror image replica. I would agree. Our guarantee is that the bag you receive will look exactly as pictured on our professionally shot photos on our website. So this does match exactly what is on the website. And now I'm going to look at some pictures that were taken from the whole run-through shop and compare it to that, just to see if like the details of the inside kind of match and what's going on there. So I'm gonna pop them on the screen. And when she's holding hers, I feel like the chain is approximately the same length as in the picture that I have. Yeah. Once again, I'm not sure if this is just because like this is what they have this season, but my version is slightly less brown. But like I said, I like that better. And then the last two pictures show that the inside should be all suede except for that middle pocket with the zipper, which will also be the Gucci print, so they nailed that as well. I'm gonna have all the links in the description down below, probably just to their website and to this specific bag. I'm in love. That's it. I'm in love. That's a wrap. That was it for the fun stuff. I just have a few. I thought I would answer some frequently asked questions that I got from my last video, some things that I've learned and stuff like that. So these websites, you do have to watch out for scams, but the last website that I reviewed was real, and this one I do think is real. I had another offer for one, and I did some quick search and saw that they had really bad reviews, and it was just a scam. So always search the company first and look for reviews. I wasn't able to find anything negative about this one. The lady responds on WhatsApp and email, so you can get in touch with her there. You can also look on her Instagram. I think she has a lot of pictures of the bags on there as well. You do have to keep in mind that it is coming from China, and from what I have heard, she is very busy, and keeping in mind that there is like a world pandemic happening, that things are going to be slower. So yes, it is going to take a while to come sometimes, just being that it's coming from halfway across the world. The websites do change. So what I'm saying is that the ending two letters like .com, .ca, they frequently change. So if you are watching this a few months from now and you're clicking the link and nothing is happening, they do change their links. It'll be like .su, .ru. There is probably reasons for that, which I'm sure you can guess, but that is just the way they work. So if you do a Google search of UU bags, for example, and now it's...
Also, we got new shirts with our logo, the authentic box. Make sure to check us out on Instagram. We do sell pre-loved authentic items. So let's go ahead and get into it. The first thing you can tell off the back, this is the authentic one, and this one stays red. The authentic one, over time, it fades. It becomes very smooth and easy to look at, versus a fake that stays red. Now the sides, everyone's always like, it has to line up, the canvas needs to be perfect, or all of that is assumptions, honestly. Because I'll show you right now. Look at the authentic one. Yes, it lines up, but not perfectly either. Do you see that? And this is the authentic one, this one. Now, if you look at this one, the replica, it lines up pretty darn good, if you ask me. Do you see that? Look at the difference. Not much, honestly. Go ahead and compare the bottom. You can flip this one. You can see it the same way. You know, you look at it and be like, oh, okay, so the lining, like, it lines up pretty good. So yeah, here, take $1,000, and then you find out you bought a total fake. You got ripped off.
There's a lot of wrinkles, it's shiny. On the real one, they're gonna be more a matte black, and they're gonna be very firm and stiff and non-wrinkly. Now let's take a look at the hardware. It should be a nice gold brass color, and Louis Vuitton will brand all of its hardware. On this size, the zipper pulls are actually detachable. So just keep that in mind, that that's a thing they do, and I don't know why. If we compare the two zipper pulls on the bags, although they're very similar, you can tell on the fake one it is slightly wider, and the logo that is just an LV, it should be very precise. And on the fake one, it's almost like a blurry kind of bubble letters. The last piece of hardware on this bag are the little buttons, nubbins, little things that you use to adjust the strap length of the backpack. This should say Louis Vuitton with an R, and it should be engraved. And all the letters should be equidistant from each other. On the fake one, there is Louis Vuitton with a space in between, so that's a big red flag. Now, if we're just looking at this bag overall, the main difference I'm seeing on these bags is that the fake one, the contrast of the monogram, is a lot higher than the more subtle and classy monogram of a real Louis Vuitton bag. And one last little tip, just make sure Louis Vuitton is spelled correctly. Make sure to check out the blog below. I go into a lot more detail, and I have all these photos that you can review, compare your own bag. Of course, always get it professionally authenticated. And check out myclosetrocks.com. We have Louis Vuitton bags added almost every day, but they sell it really fast, so get on that. Please like this video if you found it helpful, and subscribe to my channel for more real or fake videos. And if you have a request, please leave it below. I love getting comments. Thank you guys so much for watching.